bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn on my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. Hey, I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying, iced up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, don't hate on you. That's what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, don't hate on you. That's what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Chill.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the gang right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, keep the rest. Hey, I got that check to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's. Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a these ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a in jail I had. I make you cut off the think that I made it. They can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated. I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted up at 12 and 8 that night. She had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Put your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get defined like this Jerry Springer. All of my sit the back that like a popo. Don't do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they on ride down to Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. This is fielded at the goal line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. but instead third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Watch him now, Barney.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Wentz. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Too nice. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. To return, it's Kalen Clay. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. 20! They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Watch it now, Barney!
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on first is Wentz. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And an alley to run. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down. Wentz now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback,
looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And his guys are going to take over at at the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down. Wentz. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Wentz now to throw. Trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard.
Definitely with some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Still fighting. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 44 yards. On 1st down, Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And before the 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A nice gain of 21 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete right around the 8. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run with a J. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. J, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll drop the throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms.
Adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Rosas now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Buying time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Whitney Merciless in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And New York set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
On the ground with a tight end. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch it now, Barney!
Here's Barkley, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants' field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon, his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes this a 9-point game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20.
Now Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Into the red zone. Wentz dancing to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Elliott now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Going to bull his way forward to the 48. Just what you be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Breaks through the contact. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 50 yards.